Hey Strength Code, it's John again. Today we're going to do some glute stuff, just kind of see how you do. We're going to start with doing some easier stuff and then kind of work to some harder stuff and just see how you do. The main thing to focus on with any of these is make sure that your knees or your back aren't hurting. There's a few ways that we can kind of counter that, usually moving your feet a little further forward with any of these exercises or moving them a little bit back. Everybody kind of has a sweet spot, so you kind of have to learn what's best for you. But usually moving in one of those two directions is going to loosen up one of those things, either make your knees feel a little better or your back. All right, so first we're gonna start with just straight hip bridges. All right, so this one's pretty easy. Just have your hands by your sides, stomach sucked in, feet about a little hip width apart or maybe shoulder width. Everyone's a little different, whatever feels better for you. And all you're doing is you're just driving through your heels, you're flexing your glutes as hard as you can at the top, sucking your stomach in at the top, and then slowly lowering back down. And what you want to think about is it's not about like moving your legs or your upper body. It's really about your hips hinging, going up, and then straight back down. Up, straight back down. All right, so this is kind of the basic one. You just flex, usually hold about a couple seconds at the top, and then drop back down to make it a little bit harder. If you want and you have any bands, what you can do is you can just wrap your bands around right above your knees and do the exact same thing. For this, you're gonna have your feet a little wider apart because that's gonna help activate that gluteus medius a little bit more. So you kind of have your feet further apart. You turn your feet out kind of at 10 and 2, and you come up, drive those knees out as they go up. This will target more of your glutes. You'll probably feel this a lot more when you do this. It's okay as you come down for your knees to come in a little bit as long as you're driving them out as you go up. If you feel like your hips are kind of pinching a little bit, just bring your feet in just slightly, and then just try to bring it out a little bit more like that. This one might feel a little bit better. So just kind of judge based on how your body's feeling. It's not about bringing your knees all the way to the walls. It's just enough to activate those glutes and kind of get that good contraction because we want it to feel good. All right. And next, we're gonna do single leg. So this one's gonna be a little bit harder. Kind of same concept. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna have your other leg pointed out and you're just driving through one leg now instead, but you still wanna make sure to try to keep your hips stable and equal, all right? So you don't kind of want one side to go to the other. You're just driving through this heel, coming straight up, and then straight back down, flexing just this glute on the side that your foot is on the ground. If you bring your leg up towards the ceiling, it makes it a little bit easier. If you drop your leg down so that it's in line with this leg as you come up, this is harder. So kind of the lower your leg is, the harder it gets. And then for the last one, if you put kind of a stool against the wall or you're on your couch or anything like that, the higher your foot is, the harder it gets. So if you just have something, make sure that it's stable, that it won't tip over, it's against the wall. Just have your leg up like this, just drive through that heel, same thing. So you're just coming straight up. This one I can feel a little bit more contraction in this one. Just makes it just a little bit harder. And yeah, that's it for these ones.